Hello there, very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us for the lunchtime news update. My name is Bernard Ndong. This is what is coming up in the news broadcast.
Kenya on high alert as yellow fever claims 3 lives. Bandits in Baringo killed 5 people in 2 separate attacks. And 2 men died in Friday night fire that claimed their house.
Hello there once again. 9 counties are on high alert following the confirmation of a yellow fever outbreak in Isiolo County. The Ministry of Health says 3 deaths have been recorded so far since the first case was confirmed on the 12th of January this year. As Raquel Muigai reports, the ministry is planning to conduct mass yellow fever vaccinations in Isiolo and the 9 high-risk counties.
In a statement dated 3rd March addressed to all county directors of health, Dr. Patrick Amoth states that Kenya is on high yellow fever alert following a confirmed outbreak in Merti and Garbatula sub-counties in Isiolo County. As per the ministry, the first case was recorded on 12th January 2022. And so far, 15 patients have been line-listed after presenting with fever, jaundice, muscle and joint pain, all common symptoms of the disease. The ministry notes that out of 6 samples analysed at the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, 3 turned positive. It is for this reason that the country has been put on high alert, more so the high-risk counties of Wajir, Garissa, Marsabit, Meru, Samburu, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot and Turkana. According to the World Health Organization, yellow fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic disease transmitted by infected mosquitoes. The yellow in the name refers to the jaundice that affects some patients. WHO has it that yellow fever, which incubates for 3 to 6 days, followed by illness, is difficult to diagnose, especially during the early stages. A more severe case can be confused with severe malaria, leptospirosis, a rare bacterial infection transmitted by animal urine, viral hepatitis, other hemorrhagic fevers, infection with other flaviviruses such as dengue, hemorrhagic fever and poisoning. While a single dose of yellow fever vaccine is sufficient to grant sustained immunity and lifelong protection against yellow fever disease, estimates from WHO and UNICEF in 2020 on routine yellow fever vaccination coverage found that it was 44% in the African region, much lower than the 80% threshold required to confer herd immunity against the virus. Kenya was on high yellow fever alert in 2016 following the death of a 31-year-old Kenyan man who was being treated for the virus. Then, it was an importation of cases. Kenya is classified as a low-risk country, and the last time it recorded an outbreak was in 1992. Raquel Muigai, Citizen TV.
6 people have been shot dead by suspected bandits in 3 different incidences in Baringo County in less than 24 hours. 4 people were killed in Kasiela area Friday evening after bandits ambushed a milk vendor on a motorbike, and 2 other people were shot by the same gang while on transit on a lorry within the same area. Kasiela Nyumba Kumi elder John Wendot said 1 body was retrieved within a nearby bush by residents who are fleeing for safety. This morning, 2 other people were shot dead in Kapturu in Baringo North and Koloa in Tiati constituency. Tension remains high in the area as residents say bandits are still shooting randomly in the air. Uncertainty over KCP examination set to kick off this coming Monday is high after residents who have been camping in Sinoni Primary School, which doubles up as examination center, started fleeing with their children.
Jana kulikuwa na wahalifu criminals ambazo walikuja area hiyo ya Sinoni na kuvamia wananchi, na walikuwa wanapiga watu kiolela. Ndio wale walikuwa wanatembea kwa barabara, hasa wale motorists, na they were just shooting aimlessly tu. Kwa hivyo lengo lao kubwa ni kuleta hali ya hofu na taharuki wakati huu, kwa sababu pahali ya Kasiela sio mara ya kwanza imevamiwa. Hii ni mara kama 3 hata kwa mwaka huu. Kwa hivyo ni jambo ambalo inahuzunisha, lakini vile nilisema tunaimarisha doria pale na kuongeza hata wale wa mchongoi, kwa sababu upande wa Maiwe tuliongeza platoon 2 ya GSU na wanafanya kazi nzuri sana. Kwa hivyo hiyo corridor ya Maiwe sasa imetulia.
A 69-year-old man in Subuku, Njoro sub-county and his 101-year-old father died Friday night after the 69-year-old set their house ablaze in a bizarre incident. Police say the man, Peter Shege, was mentally disturbed, which likely sparked the incident. Marian Nyambura reports.
Francis Mwangi, who lost his father Peter Shege and grandfather Robert Mwangi in a house in Fano, at their home in Subuku, Njoro Friday night, is shattered as he looks at what was their home, burnt to the ground after his 69-year-old ailing father did the unthinkable.
Ifika masaa 3 nikapika nikakula, nilikuwa nimechoka, nikalala kwa kiti ilikuwa pale. Usingizi kanichukua kidogo. Baada kama dakika 3 tu ndio niliona moto imezidi. Kuna mattress, kuna manguo zake, kuna gas. Sasa aliasha gasi kalipuka, moto ikazidi. Nikaona naguka kwa karibu na bedroom yake kwa sofa set. Nikaona sasa siwezi okoa, nitoke niita majirani. Kuita majirani gasi nyingine ikalipuka pande ile.
Mimi mali nilikuwa naenda maombolezi jana usiku, niliona kinenembe ya moto. Wakati nilifika hapa nikapata hili waya stima ilikuwa imepanda moto, ilikuwa imeungua yote. Mimi kuangalia hapa si kuweza kuokoa kitu.
These household items were all neighbors could salvage from this 4-roomed house. Many who lived nearby are at a loss as they piece together the events that led to the incident, questioning what sparked Peter Shege's reaction that also claimed the life of his 101-year-old grandfather.
Na venye mimi ninamjua baba Fidel hakuwa na ubana mtu. Alikuwa anaenda mpaka kanisa. Mimi nilimuona jana akiwa pale, mimi nikienda mtoni walikuwa wanaongea na mzee na mama, lakini hakukuwa anaoneshana kama ako na problem pahali.
Aliwakisha moto na Francis akajaribu kuokoa mzee babu yake ambaye anaitwa Robert Mwangi kutoka kwa hiyo moto, lakini baba yake Peter Mwangi akajaribu kumshtua na soka, akatoroka akaenda kuita watu ya jirani wasaidia.
The bodies of the two are preserved at the Egerton University mortuary. Marian Nyambura, Citizen TV.
ODM leader Raila Odinga is currently in Machakos County for the Azimio la Umoja campaigns. The ODM leader is accompanied by governors from Ukambani region and is scheduled to hold rallies in Machakos town, at the River and Mlolongo. These are the live images from the Machakos County government residence. Alfred Mutua, you can just see the images there, just a vantage point just to get a sense of what is expected in the course of this afternoon. I will be linking up with my colleague Stephen Leto in the course of this bulletin, hopefully to just give us a sense of what to expect. This is live from Machakos County, where we expect ODM leader Raila Odinga, of course, to be leading the Azimio la Umoja campaigns within this specific county. He is accompanied by governors from the Ukambani region and is definitely scheduled to hold some rallies within the area in the course of this afternoon. We'll be linking up with Stephen Leto in the course of this news bulletin, hopefully. And staying within the Ukambani area, and Makueni Governor Kivutha Kibwana has turned his eye on the Makueni senatorial seat under the Muungano Party for the August 9th general elections. Kibwana says he's qualified to undertake the oversight role within the county as well as protect devolution. According to Kibwana, his decision followed calls from Makueni residents asking him to run for the seat. The governor, who is at the tail end of his final term, had declared his intention to vie for the presidency but opted to back Raila Odinga's bid.
Hata hiki kiti cha useneta ni kiti kwa sababu ya kuulizwa na watu na kuona kwamba ninaweza kusaidia, ni kiti naweza kusema kwamba kinafaa pia. Kwa sababu gani? Ninajua kwamba katika kule kuangalia devolution hapa kwetu, hiyo oversight inatakikana. Hiyo to promote and to safeguard devolution hapa Makueni naweza kusaidia. Bila kuwa governor, ninakuwa senator wa kuangalia kazi ya governor, nikijua governor ndio governor.
Citizen TV news segment Mwanamke Bomba that celebrates the success of women in different fields was on Friday night fitted during the Zuri Awards that celebrate women in line with the International Women's Day. The awards held at a Nairobi hotel saw women in different sectors from manufacturing to healthcare celebrated. Speaking during the 2022 Zuri Award ceremony, Zuri Foundation Chief Executive Officer Nora Muthoni Mumo said the past 3 years have seen an increase in women participation towards societal transformation in various fields, among them political leadership, senior managerial positions, entrepreneurship, as well as in sports. Citizen TV was the media sponsor of the awards.
Professor Margaret Kobia.
Also, QUICKMART chain of supermarkets has opened its 50th branch and the first in Ukambani region Friday in a ceremony conducted in conjunction with Musi FM, the popular radio station in the region, under the Royal Media Services table. During the launch, the radio station's presenters Onesmus Mwenge, Elias Mwenge, and Master Muliko hosting the morning show live from the ground. They presented gifts and presents to the audience before the opening. The music entertainment was done by Alphonse Kioko Mbidhi, alias Maima, who rocked the show with most of his popular Kamba lyrics. Betty Wamaitha, the head of marketing, QUICKMART Supermarket, said they were very excited to open their 50th branch. QUICKMART pioneer Machakos, a milestone for them as a company. Onesmus Mwenge said they had joined together with QUICKMART to open their branch, their chain, and said Machakos residents were happy.
A lot of products, we slashed the prices by 50 shillings. We've slashed the price of sugar, the price of flour, the price of meats, and as QUICKMART, we are keen on driving the agenda of affordability. And at this time when the country is grappling with high food prices, we are saying at QUICKMART, we've really looked at discounting and ensuring our customers get the best value for their money.
Tumesema hii ndio pioneer na kuna express. Watu wa Machakos wamefurahia sana, wamepata employment, wamepata place wanaweza wapata vitu mzuri. Sasa si lazima waende Nairobi. So tumesema asante sana Mashambik, asante sana QUICKMART kuona Macha. This is the best place now to be. Asante sana.
Well, it's time for us to take a very short break. We'll be back with much more after this. Welcome back. The Kenya Kwanza team, led by Deputy President William Ruto, has pledged to create diaspora-tailored packages to address the concerns of Kenyans living in foreign countries. This promise was made during a meeting with Kenyans at the Mount Calvary Baptist Church in Maryland in the United States. The leaders acknowledged the contribution made by Kenyans in the diaspora to the economy, saying the administration would ensure that measures are put in place to make the contribution more meaningful. As Chemtai Goin reports, the Kenya Kwanza team has also defended themselves against the backlash from the opponents that their campaign pet subjects, the hustlers, were not included in the trip.
The Kenya Kwanza team campaign tour of the United States took them to the Mount Calvary Baptist Church in Maryland, where a host of Kenyans residing there received Deputy President William Ruto, NC leader Musalia Mudavadi, and the delegation that accompanied him on the trip. At the Mount Calvary Baptist Church, the Kenyans in the diaspora made their case on why they needed to be heard, since they play a crucial role in facilitating diaspora remittances, which play a critical role in supporting the country's economy.
The diaspora, we do a lot. We send money home every day. Every time we receive money, Bwana Deputy President, our families, our economy, it goes there. And it is so sad that nothing happens. The government doesn't notice that. And that's why we are here to tell you that, Bwana Deputy President, our voices must be heard this time.
When the economy is having its pressures, yes, we need the infrastructure, we need everything. But without pesa mfukoni, na chakula kwa meza, na mtoto kwa shule, na dawa hospitali, na gas ya kupika kwa bei nafuu, then we are not doing well.
On the ballot is whether we move forward, complete the implementation of the Constitution and make progress, or we engage the reverse gear and go back to an imperial presidency. On the ballot is whether we continue trickle down that creates exclusion, or we engage in bottom up that creates inclusion. These are the reasons why we believe that we have an opportunity to work with the diaspora to fashion a Kenya that leaves nobody behind and a Kenya that is inclusive both politically and economically.
Noting the diaspora's role in boosting the country's foreign exchange reserves, the leaders pledged that under the Kenya Kwanza administration, diaspora-friendly packages would be developed to streamline hurdles that frustrate their contribution to the country's growth.
We will make specific packages available to people in the diaspora because we realize the critical position you play in our economy, but we also realize that you cannot be in Kenya to be able to take care of your investments. And therefore, specific packages are going to be made so that you can play your role and your contribution to the economy of our country can also be meaningful to both yourselves and the people back at home.
I think we need to establish a committee of parliament that is diaspora-only committee. That will be separate from the traditional foreign relations committee. This one will just focus on concerns of Kenyans, not forget about the relationship we have with other countries, but Kenyans who are living in diaspora. And I think that is my commitment, because I suspect I'll be elected back to the Senate.
We have seen serious political exclusion, and we have seen growing economic exclusion. The agenda for UDA has been, how do you tackle both political and economic exclusion? Hence, the bottom-up philosophy. We have been at the center of saying our biggest challenge remains the economy. When you cannot have an economy that works for all, and an economy that puts resources and money into the pockets of those who are sweating for it, then we are in trouble. Hence, uchumi bora na pesa mfukoni.
The DP receiving support following heavy criticism leveled against him and his delegation on why no hustler was part of the trip.
I want to demystify something the media was saying, that, Deputy President is going to America. Why, how come hakuenda na mama mboga? We are the mama mbogas. We are the ones. The reason why, Bwana Deputy President, I tell you, we are hustlers. Some people here, they have 3 jobs. We have houses, we have apartments or houses, but you don't sleep in them. 2 hours, umetoka. 2 hours, you are out. We are hustling for your country.
Thank you very much, because you have answered them, that you have more serious hustlers. The people who are hustling 18 hours, maybe 20 hours every day, and that you have only 2 hours in the house. So we didn't have to carry the hustlers from Nairobi, because there are already plenty in the US.
We don't want leadership imposed on us. We don't want puppet regimes. We don't want people who, upon realizing that their term has come to an end, do not want to go, but they want to continue sitting on our heads through puppets. No, 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 no. We are not going to allow that to happen. Hence, Kenya Kwanza.
With Kenyans in the United States having been enjoined in the list of countries cleared to participate in the 2022 general election, the Kenya Kwanza team also moved in to woo the new voting bloc.
We will do our part to ensure that we have free, fair, and peaceful elections. We will have peaceful elections if our friends commit that they will accept the results and the outcome of the elections and accept the will of the people of Kenya to prevail.
So when everybody was saying that Ruto must be isolated, Ruto must be kept far, Ruto is the one who must be stopped in his tracks for whatever he's interested in, we decided to say, under the circumstances, where is the voice of God? And the voice of God usually comes through a message that says, it is time to get together and pull together and fight that which does not make sense, both to him and to the people here.
Earlier, the DP had been interviewed by several academic and media institutions. Chamutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Right, let's take a look at the world of sports, where Australians paid respects to the passing of Shane Warne, leaving flowers, beers, cigarettes and a pie at a statue of the cricket great outside the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia. One of the finest bowlers of all time, whose talent and personality transcended cricket, Warne died at the age of 52 on Friday, shortly after arriving in Koh Samui for a vacation with his friends. Warne's death dominated local media today, pushing news of devastating floods on the east coast of Australia and the war in Ukraine off the top of the news bulletins and websites. Martin Pakula, sports minister of Warne's home state Victoria, said the Great Southern Stand at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, where the spinner took his 700th wicket on Boxing Day in 2006, will be renamed the SK Warne Stand. The new moniker references the cricketer's first and middle name, Keith.
Take it all in. Very proud. It's a great honour, I suppose. Sort of weird seeing yourself up there, but it's a very good likeness and very proud of it. Elizabeth and...
Elsewhere, Ukrainian athletes were given a warm welcome on a chilly Beijing evening as the Winter Paralympics opened Friday after Russian and Belarusian athletes were sent home on the eve of the Games over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The International Paralympic Committee President Andrew Parsons made an impassioned call for peace during the ceremony at the Bird's Nest Stadium that was attended by President Xi Jinping. That phrase was not translated for viewers of state broadcaster CCTV China, which has developed increasingly close ties with Moscow in recent years and has refused to condemn Russia's attack on Ukraine for calling it an invasion. Well, those fireworks at the Bird's Nest in Beijing, China marks the end of the lunchtime news update for now. Thank you so much for your time and attention. My name is Bernard Ndong. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.